Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Local to Me. I'm Heather Alto with the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
And I'm Mike Norfield with Visiting Angels of Lynchburg, America's Choice in Home Care.
Shoot, I tried to cut you off before you said it. I was going to be like, but I didn't catch you quick enough.
You didn't.
So, no, I am excited for today's episode. So we have two guests in the studio, and we're going to be talking, ladies. I know Mike is extremely excited about this, but
So excited.
We're going to be talking about how the ladies in our area can go get pampered and do all sorts of things. And I'm
ladies,
excited.
this episode is for me and Woody.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, do you not have ladies in your lives?
I have lady in my life, just to be clear.
Yeah, it's
no,
not
I said-
plural.
Just to be clear.
So I said ladies because I'm talking plurally to the two of you.
Okay. Well,
Like,
I just wanted to
ladies.
be sure.
If you have
'cause
multiple ladies, I mean, y'all
I
do
will sleep
you.
on
I
the
mean,
couch tonight.
y'all
this
talk about.
this is recorded. I don't want to take it out of context.
I got you. So, so I'm excited about our episode today, and we're going to be talking with both Kerri and Bethany just a little bit, but wanted to kind of kick it off and start just, y'all know I like to talk about upcoming things that are going on in the area. And honestly, I'm not I'm super busy, but I don't have like a bajillion events going on. I've just got, our
Just
major two parades, just our major events coming up. And I wanted to, put them out there because it's almost November, which is so crazy to me that literally this month has flown by. Halloween is on Thursday.
It's tomorrow.
Okay? It's on the 31st. It's always on the 31st for people who need that announcement. I see all these people that are like, so when are we trick-or-treating this year? It's always on the 31st. Like,
I'll be trick-or-treating tonight.
But I'm saying if you're doing the door-to-door,
Right.
normal trick-or-treating, it's tomorrow. And I did a lot of trunk or treats this past week, so we already have quite a bit of candy.
Genworth is doing one tonight, and Shane and I will be there handing out Rice Krispie treats and pretzels, I think.
Okay. All right.
So.
But there's all kinds of other events going on tomorrow, trunk or treats, and a lot of churches have festivals going on. So a lot of things you can take your kiddos to. But it's the end of October, which means we are moving into November and then December. People are already talking about Christmas. Christmas is already on the shelves. And that leads into Christmas parades are coming up. And so our deadline, though, for people to register for the Christmas parades is November the 20th. And want to make sure. So you only have a couple weeks left.
21 days, 3 weeks.
To get those applications in. And we do have them rolling in. So I'm really excited about that. It's shaping up already to be some great parades in both Bedford and Lynchburg. But you can sign up. You can go to our website, cvabc.org, and go under events, and you'll see both of those events listed on the calendar. Bedford is December 7th and Lynchburg is December 8th. And you can click on that and it'll take you directly to the application. It's an online application and you can fill it out. If you are someone that doesn't like to use technology, and I have a few people that still like the paper copies, we do have a paper application we can email you that you can fill out and either mail back to us or scan and send back to us too. So make sure you get those in. The theme for both parades this year is Inside Santa's Workshop. Do with that what you will.
Oh, that's a great theme.
You can interpret it.
Who came up with that?
Well, we have a float sponsor.
Oh, who's that?
And Visiting Angels of Lynchburg.
Look at that.
America's Choice in Home Care.
That's right.
There you go. See, look at me.
You got it.
But yeah, so you can decorate your float with the theme, but incorporate Visiting Angels logo into it. And we give away a cash prize to the top 3 floats in the parade. So that's exciting.
I hope I win.
And it's a good opportunity for some of our businesses to make a little money and do something fun. So that's coming up. We do have a couple of, smaller, like our coffee talks that are happening in November. So you can check those out online as well. And then we also have some ribbon cuttings coming up. Actually, we're going to be talking about that today because our guests are having a ribbon cutting coming up in the next 2 weeks. So we are going to be talking about that too.
I saw that ribbon cutting and was curious with the name, like, what is that? I've never heard it. So I'm excited to be able to talk to you guys and learn more about that today.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And then also we have, we just had our sponsor breakfast. And so if anyone is interested in learning about sponsorship for the new year, you can chat with me as well about that. So Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Like,
I don't think so.
I feel like we have so many things that come up. And, if you're not following us on Facebook, it's a great opportunity to do so. Check out the Central Virginia Business Coalition page because we post upcoming events on that as well. And then you can also contact us if you'd like to be added to our newsletter, because we send a newsletter out weekly that has all that information. And you don't have to be a member to get the newsletter. You can be someone in the community that wants to just continuously get updates on things that you can be a part of. So check that out as well.
And if you are a member and want to be on this podcast, there's a link to do that in that newsletter as well.
Okay. Woody, real quick, you're leaving us next week. So I want to make sure that everyone knows that there will not.
Not for good, just for next week.
Just for next week.
No,
we're not
that I know of.
We're kicking Woody out of his own studio.
If I don't come back, I love all y'all. Thank you very much.
Are you pre-hibernating?
Are you going where I think you're going?
Yeah, we're going on a Disney cruise.
Okay.
So I will be off the grid, but
It's a hard
life.
Right.
Hard life. I know I hate telling people because I feel kind of bad.
Yeah, you should.
But whatever.
You should.
Yeah, we're going.
Well, that's to say next week's episode will not be live. We are not going to be here in the studio.
No.
So just wanted to let you guys
Catch
know.
up on past episodes.
Absolutely. Which leads me into making sure that if you're listening today, that you are subscribing to the channel. Make sure that you're downloading, clicking the notification bell. So when new episodes drop, you are aware that they're happening. And you can go to grovestreet.fm and get all of that. And also wherever you get your podcasts. So, all right. I think that clears a lot of just random stuff.
All the random stuff is
all the random stuff. So now you can listen to the good stuff because we're going to actually get into talking to our guest today. Okay, so we have Bethany and Kerri with us in the studio, and we are going to be talking with them for the whole episode about their business. And what I think is really cool is we're going to be talking about the society, and they're going to explain to us what that means. But then there's also different pieces within the society that they each do separately. So, we're going to touch on all of that. And so welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
So I'm going to just kind of start out asking, what is a society? How did it, come to be? And what inspired, the unique concept that you guys have for the society?
Yeah, so I, for those that don't know, I'm Bethany Parker. I was a spray tan artist in Lynchburg prior to moving. And what I found is that within my business, I saw at checkout women communicating and talking about their lives and, oh, I didn't know that your child went to this school. So it really became a community. And when I moved and was kind of processing what I wanted, if I ever started a business again, what my vision was for that, it encompassed what the society is, which is a salon and social club. So what my vision was to create something special for the community, the women in it, and just a place that women could come get elevated beauty services, but also form connections with each other and feel like they belonged and were a part of a community and a society.
So I really love that idea because you kind of think back to, I know when my grandmother used to go get her hair done, she would love going and sitting and talking to the other ladies that were there, under the little dryers, you see that, you think about that back in the day. And
absolutely,
I don't feel like you do that much anymore. You kind of go in sometimes and you sit and I don't know. I think that the camaraderie though, would be a great concept to sit there and talk to other women and know, hey, like you were saying, you find out all these different things you have in common, and it relaxes you in a way, and it makes you oh, here's a safe space. I'm meeting people that I, can get to know better. And I think that's a really cool concept in a one-stop shop sort of way.
Yes. So there's a statistic that 98% of women walk into a salon and feel like they're an inconvenience. And when I heard that, it's kind of jaw-dropping because the whole reason that we're going into these salons, spas, whatever, is to feel beautiful, feel better about ourselves, and to walk in. If I ever thought that someone walked into a space that I owned or was a part of and felt like they were an inconvenience, that's just heartbreaking to me. So that is something we're breaking that trend. In fact, we've put some things in place to make sure that like within 3 seconds, people walk in, they're greeted and feel welcome. So we're implementing some things to make sure that women that come in for services feel instantly welcome and celebrated that they're, in the society. So
Very cool. So it seems like you offer a broad range of services at the society. So could you give us an overview of kind of everything that your clients experience?
yeah, so we currently have spray tanning. So I am a spray tan artist. We have hair services. So anywhere from just haircuts, treatments, color services. And then Kerri is in, and she is a nurse injector. So she offers chemical peels, you can talk about this a little bit more, all the way to like laser, Morpheus 8.
Yep. Numerous services, something for everybody. Like you said, chemical peels, Botox, fillers, Sculptra, laser services, medical grade skincare.
That's okay. And we're going to get more into detail about that later in the episode because I don't know what some of that stuff is.
Right.
And I would like to know more about what some of that stuff is.
Absolutely.
Because I look at myself in the mirror every day and I think, Lord, lady, you need something going on with your face. No, I'm just kidding. But so tell us a little bit more about the Sunkissed Society and like the spray tanning services and what makes it unique. Because, there's spray tan businesses out there. So tell us a little more about yours.
Yeah. So the Sunkissed Society, which was formerly Sunkissed by Bethany, is where this all began. So I've been a spray tan artist for over 8 years. I won Best of Lynchburg and other local awards. I was featured on a spray tanning podcast for industry leaders, which was a really fun experience as well. I was actually, when I started spray tanning 8 years ago, there was only like 1 or 2 other places in town that offered spray tanning. And so I kind of took that and was the only place in Lynchburg that offered solely spray tanning. It was a spray tan bar. All I did was spray tanning. So I really specialized in custom spray tans. Now, if you look in spray tanning, everyone's custom, everyone's luxury. It's kind of like this trend, I guess, if you will. So one thing that is different about me is the experience that clients will receive and also the treatments within their service. So I'm sure we'll talk about this on another episode with the Sunkissed Society, but I have really broken down our service. So I don't offer a lot of spray tan artists offer 15-minute service times. I do 30. We really get into a consultation talking about medications clients are on, things that could affect the longevity of their spray tan, things that could prohibit them from developing fully. I also like to explain to everyone, as far as custom spray tanning goes, what I explain that is as if you were to go to the store and put box color on your hair versus going to a professional that's going to look at the undertones of your skin, look at the base color of your natural color on your hair, and then create a formula specifically that's going to look perfect on you. So that's kind of what custom spray tanning is. And then even from there, addressing clients' individual needs. So people that have excessively dry skin might need a pre-tan treatment to make sure that the tan goes on evenly, fades as naturally as possible. There's some really cool new products out there that we can kind of implement now prior to your service that can kind of enhance your spray tan, make it last longer, fade more evenly. So, we'll talk about, that I'm sure in another episode, but that's kind of what spray tanning is for me, and what to kind of expect when you come in. And at the grand opening, we'll have that on display. Girls can see the room and we can kind of go through start to finish what that service experience will be.
So I just hearing you talk just right there and that 2 to 3 minutes that you were just talking about what you do almost makes me feel more comfortable about wanting to get a spray tan because I Have not ever had one.
Oh my gosh.
When I do, I know, right?
You'll have to come.
When I think of spray tans, like in the past, I think of Ross and
Ross from
Friends.
Friends.
Yep, like you just keep getting like tan and you're orange, like you look like an Oompa Loompa or something, you know. And it scares me to go out there because I'm just nervous about what I'm gonna look like.
I had never had a spray tan prior to Bethany either.
Okay, so like that makes me feel good knowing that you customize it, and I love what you were talking about, how it like kind of matches like your hair coloring and stuff like that. Because I think people, if you just go in there and just like, okay, I'm just gonna get spray tan, not everybody looks the same. Their coloring is different, and it makes you look. I've seen people, and I'm just like, girl, are you a little lower there? So like that makes me feel more comfortable about potentially getting a spray tan done, because I've always, people are always like, oh, I'm going to get a tan like before they go to the beach or before they do this or that. And I'm always just like, no, I'm just going to go get burnt and go with it, but then I'm also that person that doesn't tan well either. Like it's weird. I'm weird. Like my upper body tans well, but my lower body does not. And it's like my legs stay white and I can't get, it's either white or burnt. So
in a consultation, we go over all of that. So in your instance, we may double spray like your legs to kind of even it out. Because if you think about it, if you're going to the beach, like you said, your upper half is going to get more tan. Your legs aren't. So we may do a little bit of a darker shade on your legs to kind of balance it out. So when you get to the beach, you're not like super tan up top from your spray tan in the sun. And then your legs are like 3 shades darker. So we really go into a lot of detail in our consultations. When I say customized, I am trying to change some things up because like I said, everyone's luxury, everyone's customized. I think that's subjective, and what is, luxury brands don't advertise that they're luxury. They just are. So we really dive in our consultations to truly change each service for each client.
Very cool.
Awesome. So it sounds like you guys are kind of an ideal space for beauty professionals. Are you currently looking to bring in more talent, or
yes,
have other positions and such available? Or?
Yeah. So we are definitely looking for other skilled beauty professionals. We are designed as a collaborative, supportive space for service providers. We have rooms available. We have booths available. We're very flexible and have a lot of options for, I had one girl that was renting just a booth a day for like a couple times a month. So we can kind of customize what a service provider's needs are to, we have makeup artists and maybe they need to come in and rent a space for like a wedding and they've got a bridal party. That was something I did in spray tanning before, was Bronzed Up Brunch. That was so fun. Girls came in, like Kerri and her friends did it. It was a blast. We do charcuterie boxes, champagne. So kind of bringing in some of these service providers that maybe are looking for spaces that want an elevated space to bring in their clients. We do have some commission spots available for hairdressers, lash technicians. So anyone that is looking for a space to really bring their clients into and have like an elevated professional working environment, both for their clients and for themselves.
I would never have thought of the wedding party option.
So
That's
fun.
super cool. That's also sounds like something that would be fun even for like parents like that wanted to bring their high school seniors or like are going to prom and like let them have a fun day together, just relaxing and getting ready for prom and kind of relieving some of that stress because, being a mom and trying to get it all done, but then they all want to meet up anyway. So you might as well just get them all together and let them have a good time. So that sounds cool. Or even just a girls' day.
Right.
I know a lot of people that just want to go out and have a girls' day and be pampered. So having all that.
We should sign up.
We do spray
I'm
tan
all
men
for
and
that.
service men. So come on in.
That'd be great.
I'm going to sign
I
Woody up.
love it. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
need a good tan.
I know I had mentioned like I know y'all were talking about maybe even getting like a massage therapist in there. Like that's what I need.
Done.
Woody's there.
All right.
Sign
Woody,
up.
if you
Wait, you
I'll
want to
get
be the
Laura to
massage
get
therapist?
you,
Well,
Woody, I'll get you to get Laura to get you dressed for Coffee Talk next month, and
Yes.
then I'll pick you up. And I know I promised you ice cream, but instead I'll take you to get a spray tan and a massage.
let's
You're
do
going
it.
to need a tan before your cruise.
I wish
right.
I'd have thought about that because my legs are like Heather was saying, my legs never, ever, ever like turn. Like they're always.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. So I know you've mentioned community a lot, and how do you guys how are y'all building up that sense of community within the society and getting the name out there?
Do you want to touch on this a little bit?
Well, sure. Community to us is everything at the society, not just for the providers, but for the clients as well. We want to host events and workshops that focus on skincare, beauty, and wellness, and host community events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think creating a space that feels like a social club. There are some local, I don't want to say charities, but things that do
Like nonprofit
yeah,
organizations.
thank you.
Yeah.
For girls that are looking to come up in the career fields and need some guidance on like makeup classes or want to feel more confident. I talked to Jessica, our hairstylist, about, maybe offering like styling classes for women or girls that, are going out into the workforce and, kind of just need some guidance. I feel like what we're good at isn't necessarily what everyone else is good at. So,
You know what would be a perfect class for the hairstylist to teach? I would take it, honestly, as a mother, is a hairstylist on how to braid your kids' hair. Like all these different styles you see
yes.
that you can do. And like my daughter finally taught me how to, was it fishbone? Or
Yeah, I was gonna
anyway,
say, yeah.
but there's some, but I can braid. I can do three strands. It's in a braid. It hangs down hangs down her back. I can't French braid. I can't do any of those. And I'll
teach you.
Well, I see these TikTok channels and it shows you, but it's really not as good as being one-on-one and actually
Right.
doing it. That would be a cool class. I would take that class. So anyway, just throwing that out
good
there.
idea.
Super
Good idea,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Very cool. So how do you make sure that every client that comes to you has like a personal experience, like a personalized experience in the society?
Yeah, so that is our core focus, is each client leaving with a 5-star experience. And one thing that I love that our service providers do, myself, Kerri, and Jessica, we emphasize consultations. So a lot of places charge you to come in for a consultation. I understand it is a time commitment. However, I would much rather someone come in, meet with their service provider, make sure that their goals are actually what they need. Because sometimes I know I've gone online to like book a hair service, or even with Kerri, like she's able to break down for me what exactly, like I think I need one thing, but I really need something else. So that's so important.
And giving options.
Correct.
Depending on time, budget, recovery. Consultations are very important.
Yeah. So we kind of stress that within the society. And then from there, prioritizing what the client wants, making them feel heard, understood, and comfortable. So with Jessica, our hairstylist, she's really good at people come in for a consultation and maybe their budget is not going to get them to their ultimate goal, but she's able to say, well, hey, we can do this, kind of achieve the same look and break that. And I love that. I love that she's able to do that. And then within our society, we have a lounge area. So we're not going to have, we're actually not even going to have a reception area. We're just having a lounge area. So people feel super comfortable. We have a refreshment area. So if women are working during their appointments, like Kerri sometimes are, there's like a long waiting period. So we have refreshments and then we'll have like charging ports so girls can work while they're getting their services done. So that's just kind of the client experience that people can expect.
Awesome.
Yeah, that sounds really great. And I agree with you on kind of going and finding out what you're doing up front. There's nothing worse than going in and like telling somebody like, okay, here's how I want my hair done. And they're like, okay, great. And they do it. And then it's like $200 and some when you get that like shock, factor, like,
shock.
oh, this is what it's going to be. Or, you're just not well educated on what you're getting. You may have seen someone else do it. And you're right. Like not everybody is the same. So
or it might take several steps to get to
Right.
what you want, or
Right.
several sessions, so a consultation and knowing that and breaking it down
Yep.
is very helpful on both ends, provider and client.
yeah, I think, and I've never really thought about having a consultation for, going in healthcare and beauty wise, but it makes a lot of sense, especially when, like if you go in and somebody hacks your hair off, like it's not what you wanted, or, you can't get it back. You can't
Right.
piece it back on or do anything like that. So I'd rather have the consult and have them kind of say, yeah, I know what you're doing. I know
This is what we're going to go through for this
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break and switch gears and talk to Kerri a little bit more about her side right after this message.
I was getting ready to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, let me tell you about our friends at Freedom Heating, Air, and Electrical. They're veteran owned, and not only do they handle your heating, cooling, and electrical needs, but now they've added plumbing services too. These guys are really covering all the bases.
And they just launched the Freedom Home Guard Whole Home Membership. With this, you get year-round protection for everything. Plus, if you're looking for peace of mind during power outages, they've got you covered with generator installations too. Priority service, discounts, and protection for your whole home. Heating, cooling, electrical, plumbing, and generators. Whatever you need, they've got your back.
So if you want complete home protection, check out Freedom Heating, Air, and Electrical. Trust me, your home will thank you.
Freedom Heating, Air, and Electrical. Serving those who serve us.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, Heather.
That's a great commercial, y'all.
That is a good commercial.
I like how it starts out, hey, Mike, and every time I'm like, what?
Speaking of Freedom Heating, Air, and Electrical, though, I will just quickly say they are still accepting donations for the hurricane relief. And not necessarily like water, like what everyone said, but
Water.
things like, yes, water. I say it incorrectly. It's not incorrectly. It's correct to me.
Okay.
Just nobody else says it like that.
Okay.
But they are accepting things like clothing, now that it's getting colder, like heaters, sleeping bags, jackets, things like that.
MREs, things like that.
Things like that. And then also you can take jackets because Foster Fuels is doing their coat drive.
Yeah, they actually
wanna
picked
throw
up
that.
120 coats from us today.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I wanted to throw those out real quick. And then lastly, before we get into chatting with Kerri again, I do want to mention if you enjoyed their commercial, your business has the opportunity to also be a podcast sponsor. It's $100 a month and you get to come in and create your own commercial or have Mike and I do like we did with Freedom and do a host read commercial. And that's getting read during, you're going to hear it during our live show, but also anytime somebody's downloading and I can tell you and Woody can collaborate my story over there. We've got a great following for the podcast, but also on Grove Street FM as well. So
yeah, and if you heard that commercial and you thought it was, pretty cool that they're supporting the podcast that you like to listen to, reach out to them and say, hey, I heard your commercial on Talk Local to Me. Thanks for supporting a podcast.
Yeah. Yep.
A local podcast.
So now we're gonna divert back.
Dive right back in.
Right, dive right back in, and we're gonna be talking a little bit with Kerri. So, we've already talked about how the society has different different classifications, different options for you when you go in there. And Kerri is one of those, and she has Timeless Aesthetics. And so I wanted to kind of start talking with her a little bit about the services she offers. So. Tell us a little bit about those services, the Botox, fillers, you've even talked about some other things that I have no idea what they are.
Fun. Yeah. So I offer a bunch of services. I got into aesthetics over the last several years. I've been a nurse for over 20. Getting into aesthetics, it's like always interested me. I've had my own struggles with my skin and been treated with a laser inappropriately in the past and left with some pigment damage. So I had my own struggles, which kind of led me down the road of learning and investigating and into aesthetics. And then I dove right into training. So, and always growing, always training, always trying to bring new services in. And my favorite thing is enhancing and balancing features. I don't want people to feel like they're going to come in and leave not themselves.
Right.
I want them to feel like they're going to come in and leave feeling more beautiful, more confident. That's always the ultimate goal. Botox, your average fillers, and then some regenerative services, which is in essence collagen producing services, and that would encompass Sculptra, PRP, and even microneedling and chemical peels are collagen producing things as well. And we all need help. Like, we stop producing collagen in our early 20s, and then throughout our 20s and into our 30s, we lose a percentage of collagen every year.
Mm-hmm.
So things that we can do to help stimulate collagen production is always important.
Well, and I'm very interested in that because, and I actually have two things to say, and then so I'm very interested in that. For one, I know that I've talked about it on the show before. I had gastric bypass 18 months ago, and one of the things they tell you with that, because you lose a lot of your hair, you lose a lot of your your muscle mass. You lose a lot of things with that because you have deficiencies in your vitamins and your iron and your protein. And they always tell you to go try and boost your collagen levels too, because that can help with some of that. And you go and get the powdered stuff and you mix it in and you do all those things. But I'm interested more in learning how that works too. So that's really cool to hear.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I just want to note is that you guys can't see because we're not, videoing this. And I don't know whether you guys, I'm sure you do your own spray tans or you do your own, Botox or fillers or any of the things that you do. Can I just say that looking at both of them, they are the most natural looking. I mean, and I say that as a compliment because...
Well, I thank you because I'm still a little bit flaky. I did a chemical peel the other day.
Well, but I have seen people before that do their own. And, I think to myself, okay, they don't look natural. You can see it. And for me, if I were coming in to have something done, that's the look I would want. I would want to make it look like, okay, maybe you can tell I've had something, but it's very natural. It's not over the top and crazy.
Enhancement.
Yes. And just seeing the both of you and how natural you both look with what you do is very also encouraging to me, who is a scaredy cat, to go out and do things, So I just wanted to kind of bring that up.
Yeah.
Because I just feel it's important. I know other people can't see you both. But
well, thank you.
I just want people to, just know, that's what I noticed. So.
And with that, if you could share some of your, your philosophy about, why you're trying to enhance natural beauty and things like that.
Yeah. I feel like that's the most important thing because enhancing and balancing each client's unique features is so important. That it just helps them feel better and leave feeling more beautiful and more confident because we didn't change them. We just enhanced what they have and who they are.
Yeah. See, I love that. I think that's great. For me, I don't want to look crazy different. I just want to,
I want to look like you.
Look like your best self.
No Real Housewives look with the lips.
That's what I'm talking about. The lips, man. The lips kill me.
Yeah.
Everyone is scared of that. I've had numerous people and here's something, bad filler is so noticeable and detectable and you see it.
Yeah.
The good filler goes unnoticed.
Well,
you don't see it.
I've had some friends that have had things like that done, and severely had some issues with it because the person did not do it correctly and had to have multiple, not reconstruction stuff, but you know what I mean? They've
to try to fix it.
Yeah. And it can be scary if it's not done correctly. And so
I've been there myself with a laser treatment that, knowing what I know now, should never have been done on me and left with a lot of pigment that I'm currently trying to resolve.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'll ever get rid of the pigment damage on my skin, but hopefully I can take it from where it is to a little bit less noticeable. But yeah, and I would never want to do that to somebody. Again, going back to consultations, that's one of the reasons why it is important to sit down with somebody and talk about all the things and make sure you cover all your bases so that everything is done appropriately.
Right. So, okay. So we talked a little bit about the injectables, but you also offer advanced treatments like Morpheus 8 and Sculptra. So tell us a little more about those services, how they benefit clients. And I'm more than likely going to listen to you and say, I probably need that done, but I don't know what they are. So I'm interested to hear.
Well, cool. Morpheus 8 is microneedling with radio frequency. So it helps with skin tightness and firming the skin. You can do it on the face, and I also have the hand piece, so you can do it on the body. Like some people who have lost weight, there's a lot of weight loss medications out right now, and people are losing weight or even gastric bypass. And then they have some loose skin, whether it be on the abdomen or the face. So I have the handpiece where you can do Morpheus 8 treatments on the body, and you can even use it on thighs and buttocks to break up some cellulite and decrease some stretch marks. And with microneedling, it helps those little micro injuries cause your body to produce collagen and
Okay.
elastin. So it helps in that way, and it improves overall skin tone, texture, and things like that. Collagen, or I should say Sculptra, is a little bit different. It also stimulates collagen production, but that is more of an injectable. So it's injected similar to a filler, but with filler, you get that injected and you have your result right then and there. You leave with that result, and that is what it is over the next 6, 8, 12 months if you're really lucky. Sculptra is different. You get that injected, and where you had it injected initially, you have some initial swelling, about 24 to 48 hours. Or in my case, it was more like 5 days, but I'm unique and special. But anyway, you have some initial swelling, which resolves over a couple of days, but then the Sculptra continues to work over the next several years. So every study has a beginning and an end point, and the end point for Sculptra they picked was 2 years. And when the study ended, over 86% of the clients were still having collagen production after 2 years.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
so an injectable, but it's different than filler.
So that that was one of my questions, was how often do, people have to come in and get things done? I'm sure it varies by the person and by what they're
100%.
getting.
Yeah.
So now is that like, I've heard of cool sculpting. Is that similar or is that different?
So cool sculpting is different. I don't offer that service, but
Okay.
so I don't know too much about it. I do know a little bit where that's like a machine that essentially freezes the fat cell.
Okay.
So
Okay.
different.
Perfect. That's why I saw Sculpture. I was like, I wonder if that's kind of the same.
Nope, it's an injectable that causes collagen and elastin production, and a bit of a skin glow as well, which is always
Kerri
nice.
brings this big thing to all of our events. It's a big, long display, and everyone that walks by, it's like someone's neck, and you can see people walking by grabbing their neck because it's before and after of.
Someone's like,
yeah,
the neck.
Now I'm just grabbing my neck just to.
The results are so phenomenal that
Yeah.
we were at the Boonesboro Country Club on Saturday, and all the women are like, "I need that."
Yeah, it was
Everyone
really
grabs their
amusing. We were like, everybody is looking and grabbing their neck. It was.
So it is essentially sculpting a little bit.
It's a great service for somebody who does have a little bit of loose skin but doesn't want to go the surgical route when it comes to surgery, the risks, the recovery time. It's a great alternative to surgery.
I feel like I might hang out at the society for.
Right.
You come hang out with us.
Not sure. Yes.
So what can clients expect, if when they book a consultation with you, how do you ensure that each treatment is kind of exactly what they need and kind of customized to them? How do you kind of go through that process?
Yeah, I feel like consultations are the most important thing. I also offer a variety of different, so there are 5 FDA-approved neuromodulators in the U.S. I offer 4 of them. Not every office does that, but I feel it's important to offer a variety so that each client gets the appropriate treatment for them. Each neuromodulator has different unique qualities, which so does each client. So to pick the right modulator or the right filler for them, I feel like is important. So I carry a variety of neuromodulators like Botox, Dysport, Xeomin, Jeuveau, and a variety of fillers so that going through the consultation process, we pick the right one for you, depending on your wants, needs, background, etc., whatever it might be.
So it really isn't one size fits all kind of thing.
Exactly right.
Yeah, everybody is different and
Yeah.
every treatment is different.
Yes, you got it. You nailed
Perfect.
it. Yeah.
So for people who are listening to this and might be interested in meeting the team or you, or even learning more, do you have any special events or offers or anything like that coming up?
We absolutely do. We have our grand opening, and that's going to be on November 13th. And we're so excited and preparing for that. So get ready for lots of social media posts,
Yeah.
lots of content. I'm going to have several reps there. We're going to have lots of prizes, lots of giveaways, tours of the society. Go ahead, Bethany. You can.
Yeah, tours of the society, giveaways. I think Kerri's doing like a year of like Botox or like, and I guess the neuromodulator that fits you. So you'll decide that in a consultation. Filler, lip filler for like you and a friend. So we're gonna do like a lot of big giveaways. Spray tanning, hair treatment. So anyone that comes can enter to win those.
And a big like collaborative grand prize that all of us are gonna
throw in.
Put something wonderful in.
Correct. So tours of the society, you'll get to kind of ask questions. So, have a little mini consultation, answer any questions that you have, get the vibe of our space, see what we have to offer, what kind of makes us different. So we were located in the old Total Look on Old Forest Road, right across from Fresh Market. It's been the Total Look since I was like driving to Holy Cross in high school. And there's a lady on the side of the building and she's got like this big hat on, and that's kind of like everyone's reference point. But I've completely renovated the entire place. So the before and afters are really wild. It's going to be beautiful. And so you'll get to take a tour of that. A lot of people, it's funny, come in and are like, oh, I was here, a long time ago. So to see the before and afters of that are going to be really exciting. And then just meet all of our, service providers and
we're having a ribbon cutting.
At 4, so that'll be a huge, know.
Yeah, we're really excited to be hosting the ribbon cutting for the society at 4:00. I am sad because unfortunately I won't be there because I'm going on vacation, so I can't be. But so sad, but I am because I genuinely am excited to stop by and see, and so I will be there when I get back and check it out.
Absolutely, come stop by and see us.
But Megan will be there, and our board, I believe Mike will be there. So we're really pushing this out because we want our business owners to come out as well to support, but also the community coming out and checking out what they have. But it's a great opportunity. Do you guys do like gift certificates and things like that? Because I think this would be a great option for people to stop by, get that. I mean, like I mentioned at the very beginning of the show, Christmas is, it's basically almost here. And people are shopping now. And I think, especially you men potentially in the room and also listening.
I'm sorry, I blacked out for a second. What did you say?
I think it would be a great opportunity because y'all are like a one-stop shop. You're not just getting, I'm assuming, a gift certificate. It would be like an overall, maybe. Do y'all have it where it's like overall where they can choose what they're doing?
Yeah,
for sure. How that works?
It's a great idea.
100%.
Because then like somebody may not want to come in and get Botox, but they want a spray tan or they want their hair done or their nails done. And it's a great pampering gift for what I would love that as a gift. I'm just saying to my husband who never listens to the show.
Can we call him?
You can, because he doesn't ever listen to the show, which
I'll call him and wish him a happy birthday and be like, I know your wife abandoned you for Disney, but
you should.
And it's your birthday, but you should go buy her a gift certificate too.
Yes. Yeah. Go buy me a gift certificate. No, don't bring up, because my birthday's in December and I'm not allowed to bring up my birthday now because I'm missing his. But anyway.
Where's he going for your birthday?
I don't know.
I'll send
but still. Yeah. So I I really want to encourage people to come out to the event because I know they've put a lot of hard work into it. And you're right, that building's been there forever. So I'm excited to see what y'all have done to it.
What's the address for the demo?
It's 3950 Old Forest Road.
Okay. I'm going to have to look on the way home because I'm not sure. Like,
it's as soon as you see it, you'll know. You'll be like, that is the place.
So our office used to be on Old Forest Road, so I drive down it a lot. And I'm still like at a loss. Like, I don't remember. So
if you're on 221 and you take a left at the stoplight, right? It's like you're going on to Old Forest Road. You'll pass like Billy Craft Honda's on the left. And then there's like some trees. And then right when you pass the trees, it's literally right there before you hit that other building that like changes its car dealership. It used to be like a car.
It used to be a Hertz. Now it's a
Yeah, it's whatever it is, but it changes all the time.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
So it's right like.
Yeah, I do know. Yeah.
There. With the lady with the hat.
I'm slow, but I catch it.
Are y'all taking the lady with the hat down?
She's got to go. Yeah,
she's got to go. She's got to go.
We're redoing the Total Look. It was not a look anymore. She's got to go. She's getting a new look.
Gotta go. I love it. I love it. So, what's next for the society? Like, what are future plans? Like, once you guys open, what are y'all like? What is like your long-term plans? What are y'all thinking?
Yeah, so I'm looking to bring in other service providers. So just getting the word out there that we're opening and finding like-minded service providers to come in. The girls that are there right now, we have a blast. It is so much fun, and I can't wait for when we open, Kerri to be there more often. We're really excited about that. So just any service providers that are interested, reach out because we would love to chat. And then expanding our offerings with bringing in new service providers, like-minded professionals, hosting community events. So having like some events at the society, we're going to be set up perfectly for, we were talking the other day about different things that you all have.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be a great place to have events like that. And then just engaging with our clients, making the society a hub for beauty and connection is like my top priority. And ultimately making a lasting impact on our clients. And we just want people to leave and think, I cannot wait to go back to this society.
Right. Yeah. And it sounds like it, just like from talking to you guys today, y'all have put a lot of thought into it and, thinking of like, what are things women are looking for? And I truly, going back to what I said at the beginning, I love the inclusiveness of being able to walk in and kind of be a one-stop shop, but also just feeling comfortable being there, and not feeling like you're walking in where people are like already judging you or looking at you or like, that sort of thing. So, I think that's great. So where else can they find you? I know we've talked about your location, but do you have like website, Facebook, and, any of those social media?
Yes, all of the above.
Okay.
For me, Timeless Aesthetics, I have Facebook, Instagram, you can find me on, and a website, which is timelessaestheticskerri.com. And on the website, there's my list of services, and you can also book online, or you can book a consultation online, or you can call me. Phone number is 434-841-1942. You can leave a voicemail. I'm happy to return calls. People text. People send messages on Instagram. It might take me a little while to get back, but I love everybody reaching out, all their questions, any which way that they do.
And your Timeless Aesthetics by Kerri, correct? It's like all...
Website is timelessaestheticskerri.com. Instagram, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I always forget the by Kerri. So I'm like, Timeless Aesthetics. I'm like, this is not her.
I know. And then there's no by Kerri in the website.
Right.
It was such a pain to make all of that. And I wish I'd have done it a little bit differently, but that's okay.
And can I also point out it's Kerri with a K.
It is?
Kerri, so that y'all aren't looking for Timeless by Kerri with a C.
That's right.
So I want to make sure you guys know that because it's with a K.
And then the society is the Society LYH on Instagram. The Sunkissed Society is the Sunkissed Society _ on Instagram. We're on Facebook as well. Our websites, I was doing them myself because I'm a little bit of a control freak, but I just hired someone and he's getting those up and running for me. So those will be launched and it will be the Sunkissed Society LYH.com and then, the sunkissed and the Society LYH.com.
Perfect.
Awesome. So every guest that comes on, we ask them 2 questions. The first one is, how long have you been part of the Central Virginia Business Coalition?
Like a day. I'm just kidding. No,
I will say it's probably,
like a week or 2. Yeah.
Yep. We just joined.
It's probably one of the shortest join to be on the podcast we've had yet, which is really cool. So, but it worked out really well that way when they came in and were talking to me and we got them signed up, being that their ribbon cutting was coming up on the 13th and we had an opening today on the show. And I said, hey, this is going to work out perfectly if you guys can make it. So we were able to get them in so we could promote it.
Awesome.
That was really cool.
Awesome. So you guys haven't been members long. So I'm going to switch my second question up a little bit. Okay. So what are you most looking forward to out of all the benefits of the CVABC?
Oh, well, there's a ton of benefits, which I was excited to learn about when we met the other day. The podcast I was excited about doing. I'm not going to lie, a little bit nervous.
A little bit nervous.
Yeah.
We
Never done
calmed your nerves a little, but it wasn't bad, right?
It's been totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're putting up a billboard.
Yeah.
So I'm a little excited for that.
Yeah. Those are big things. Yeah.
Yeah. Very big.
Yeah. So I moved back from Nashville to open this business. So I think just getting back into the Lynchburg community, I've missed home so much. And so just connecting with everyone and being back and getting involved in the community, the coffee talks that you guys have, some of the different events. I'm super excited about the advertising, but I think just connecting with the community. I run into people at the grocery store, they're like, we didn't even know you moved back. So just connecting again with everyone. I'm super excited about that.
Yeah. And the CVABC is a great group of supportive, networking opportunities, things like that. So it's a good organization.
Yeah. And I think like with us, some of the events that we do, like, we talked a little bit like our women's event that we have in May, the Empower event, just, having, cause we have the opportunity normally for like some table spaces, being able to like, have y'all there and promote your items to kind of your client market, there as well. But, yeah, I'm really excited, for what you guys offer. I think it's gonna be really cool.
We're excited too.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, or us today. I say me like it's just
thank
me
you for joining Heather today.
Thank you for joining Heather today. And Mike's just hanging out in the corner.
Woody and I are just over here coloring pictures.
That's all. That's all I'm doing.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, make sure you mark your calendars to join them for the grand opening and the ribbon cutting on the 13th. I think that y'all will be pleasantly surprised going in to what they offer, and I'm really excited to stop by. I'm going to have to do it a little later, but I'm excited about coming by and doing that. And if you've heard them today and you were like, okay, where do I find them? How to follow them? You can also look on our website, cvabc.org, and get their information off of there. They're listed under our membership directory, which I wanted to just mention really quickly is a great opportunity for businesses to find out who are members. And I bring that up, and we've got a few minutes left in the show. And the reason I'm bringing it up is that in the past couple of days, I have seen so many Facebook posts or Facebook recommendations of like, I've been scammed. I've been taken. Right. I mean, I had somebody talking about a roofing company. I had somebody talking about a paving company. I had somebody talking about a duct cleaning service. And when I look at that, and these were people I knew, like they had gotten scammed because the people came, took their money and didn't ever come back, or whatever. First of all, I was shocked on the post about them talking about being scammed. There are scammers posting saying, oh, if you've been scammed, contact me. I can help you get your money back. Or, oh, here's this. And I'm like, y'all have got to be kidding me. It's beyond ridiculous. It's gotten to the point of just beyond ridiculous. So I encourage people that are listening, if you have a question about a business or where you should go to look for certain services, please check out our website. You can go there, you can go under our membership directory, and you can see if we have people that offer those services. I can tell you if they are members, then they have come and they have talked to me personally. I've met them. I know that they're real.
There's a lot of people on there. I was looking the other day. Like, it's a really great resource.
Yes.
Yep. I know that they're real. I know they're not just somebody who created a fake profile and are saying that they do this or that service. Like, they're legit. And, I can then refer you. And a lot of times people say, oh, well, you have, 3 or 4 HVAC technicians or 2 or 3 roofers. And I do. But
and really with any of those that are part of the CVABC that I know, you can't go wrong with any of them.
You really can't.
Right.
But not everybody is a right fit for, certain people. So it's all about going in, kind of like they were talking about, getting consultations and learning more about who's going to be that right fit for you. The person that had gotten scammed by the roofing company, I messaged them and I was like, hey, you can contact Perimeter Roofing. We also have a business that does Hope's Metal Roofing. Now, hey, he only does metal roofing. So he might not be that cup of tea and you need to go to Perimeter.
Right.
But I can vouch that both are good companies. So I really wanted to put that out there because I just continue to see it happening and it's sad. And, a lot of times when I'll see people talking or even asking for services and you see a bajillion people commenting, oh, I can do it. Call me, Facebook me, inbox me, blah, blah, blah. Half of them, I'm going to go with probably a good 3/4 of them are not licensed and insured. They're not going to be able to help you out correctly. And, then I would say of that 3/4, probably 1/4 of them aren't even legit.
Right.
They're probably just, throwing their name out there for no reason. So, if you ever have a question, check out our website. Heck, if you need to contact me, call the CVABC office. We will gladly talk to you about who we have, who we would refer, recommend for your business. And so just wanted to kind of put that out there as an end of the day sort of thing. I know I normally just end up with saying contact us and
this is your
let
public
you
service announcement.
Roll out our website.
Right.
But it's just been on my mind the last couple of days because I've seen so many. Like somebody asked about duct cleaning and literally 20 people were like, oh, I do duct cleaning. Don't go for scammers because I do it. Well, dude,
So-
you're a scammer.
and I
like,
just
I'm
learned-
just saying.
I think this is right, that Freedom Heating and Air
Yep.
actually provides duct cleaning service. So
That
a
is
legitimate
correct.
company, because they told me that at, I think, Centerfest.
Yep.
And I was shocked because they were giving away a free duct cleaning.
Yeah.
And
I actually commented to them, that the person with the duct cleaning, and I was
Right.
like, I will give you 2 potential, like I gave them, I was like, here's Freedom Heating, Air and Electrical. Here's Davis Heating and Cooling, like and
did they do
electrical.
it as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
very cool. Did not
those
know.
2 can do duct
Should've.
cleaning. And I said, contact them. They're legit. Like they can help you. And so anyway, that's my public service announcement for today's show, because I'm sick and tired of people getting scammed. I'm sick and tired of people getting, their hard-earned money taken from them, from people who are doing nothing but sitting on their butt. And I'm sorry. And, people may want to just turn off the show right now, but I'm just saying, I got to say it, because I've been kind of furious about it all week long, because I work so hard to, promote local business. And then when people are trying to actually use local business, but they're getting scammed,
It
that
hurts local business.
hurts. Yes, it does. And so I'm done with it. Contact the CVBC. And if you're a legit business and want to come talk to me about joining the CVBC and being on that list, because I'm going to be pushing it really hard, contact me. We still have a promotion going on right now where you can join for a discount and get all the great benefits. And we want to be able to support you. So
Exactly.
and you can do that by going to
cvabc.org. Don't forget, Woody's on vacation next week, so we don't have a podcast, but we will see you in 2 weeks. Enjoy the rest of your week.